Good morning. Welcome to our Godly Play classroom. Let's look over at our church calendar. I think this Sunday is pretty exciting. Look at that. It is the only red Sunday on our calendar. So this must be a really special Sunday. I wonder what we're going to learn about today. There was once someone who loved us so much that he gave his life so that we could come close to God. And when people asked him, "Who are you?" he said, "I am the light." And that light is with us today as we get ready for our story. I hope you'll find a comfortable place to sit, get out any wiggles, and get ready. We have a very interesting box today, don't we? It's not gold, doesn't look really old, but it's similar to our parable boxes. This box is red because it is our story of Pentecost. Let's see what's inside. I wonder what the color red reminds you of. A long, long time ago, there was a great tower. Everyone worked on the tower together. They spoke the same language, and they had the same goal. As the tower grew taller and taller, the people began to speak in different ways. Each group thought that they were better than the other groups. And they started to think that they were better than God. Finally, the words that they said were so confusing that the tower fell. And the tower was called the Tower of Babel because the people were babbling and no one could understand each other. The languages of the world were shattered. We had all these pieces. Each language was very beautiful, but people could not understand each other. Thousands of years passed after this tower fell. And then Jesus was born. Jesus lived, and Jesus died, and Jesus rose again. And Jesus appeared to his friends and to his disciples. Jesus led his friends out to a mountain. And Jesus told them that he was going to return to God. But he said, "Don't worry. I am going to send the Holy Spirit to be with you." And so when Jesus went up, his friends and disciples were not sad, but they were full of joy. And they were excited about what God was going to do next. So they went back to the holy city of Jerusalem. And they went together to a house that had an upper room. And as they were in the upper room, they started to sing and to pray and to wonder what God was going to do next. All of a sudden, there was a rushing sound and the feeling of a mighty wind that came into the upper room. Each person felt something burning inside of them. They felt this excitement, and they felt alive, and they knew that God was with them. In fact, they said that it was kind of like fire. That was how strong this feeling was. And so they went out into the city. And the people in the city wondered what was going on. In fact, everyone could see as they looked at the friends and the disciples of Jesus that God had come close to them, and they had come close to God in a new and different way. In fact, this love of God started to spread, and the people that followed Jesus and that followed the words and the example of Jesus started to move out from Jerusalem, to go out into the whole world and to tell this story, the story of how Jesus came so that we could all know that the love of God is for everyone. And we celebrate this special day of Pentecost every year. I wonder what part of this story you like best. And I wonder where you might be in this story. And now it's time to change the light. The light that is here in one place and at one time will change and will fill up all places and all times. The light of Jesus will be with us wherever we are and wherever we go.